Well, geophysics is study about the Earth using sciences to understand what's underneath the ground, perhaps. You can even think of it as studying the very ground that we walk on and everything else that's underneath it. What I do at work is process or image the data that is collected out in the field. What's collected out in the field are raw shot records, which are generated by creating your own mini earthquake using, let's say, dynamite. And what I do is take the raw seismic data, the raw shot records, and image it in a way that another geophysicist, a seismic interpreter, can come in and look at the data and understand what's beneath the surface. An example of that is this over here, which consists of many shot records. When you see an X-ray image, it's an image that's beneath your skin, right? You're looking at your, let's say, a chest X-ray. You're looking at your rib cage. Think of seismic in the same way, right? What you're looking at is an image that's beneath the Earth, right? So all these little black lines that you're seeing are different layers of the Earth. So when you look at an X-ray image and you see a lump, right? That's an anomaly. It's not normal. What we're looking for in seismic data, or an interpreter would be looking for, something that's not normal, right? And that's what we call perhaps a resource play. That's what interpreters are interested in, those anomalies that are not, things that are not normal to see on seismic data. So the reason my job is important is because I create an image for a seismic interpreter to base their exploration on. So they use the data that I give them to look for resources. And if that data is incorrect, then the ramifications of that error will be passed down the line. We do use specialized equipment. We have a whole room worth of computing power. To process the data that we're processing needs a lot of horsepower behind it to process the data, because there's a lot of mathematical algorithms behind processing the data that we acquire from the field. Education that's needed to become a geophysicist is a 4 years bachelor's degree in science, and the concentration would be then in geophysics itself. The training itself, whether you're going to be an interpreter or a processor, the training itself, you get a lot of that training at work. Now, does that mean that's it for schooling? No, absolutely not. For the last 2 years, I've been taking graduate level courses at the University of Calgary to enhance my technical skills. You do have to have a strong foundation in math and physics, but I believe anyone who has interest in the earth sciences or geophysics in particular here, I believe that person can use that interest as an inspiration to move forward in that direction and work on that degree. So communication skills, I do believe, is important. And as I work through on my day-to-day exercise here, you need to be logical. You need to have a creative mind. The salary range for a geophysicist is actually quite rewarding. Right out of school, you're looking at about $50,000 a year. In 5 years, it's about $75,000, and moving on from 5 years, you're going to be well over $100,000 that you'll be making in a year. I believe there's always a need for a geophysicist, be it in the oil and gas industry, be it in the mining industry, or even environmental. There are postings popping up every day in search for geophysicists. So what we see over here is an example of a very good quality data set. We can easily see what these layers are. We see subtle geological features here, whereas in noisier data sets, we can't really see much of that signal. And it's very hard to work with data sets that doesn't have a lot of signal. In order to uncover that signal is a challenging aspect of my job. The best experience that I've had through my job is looking at a wide range of data sets, all the way from Manitoba to northeast BC and going into the foothills, and try and image mountains that are buried in the subsurface. Is that exciting? I think it is. Maybe I'm a nerd. I don't know.